Oh.
Is on.
But it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we are live now.
But I like that movie.
I understand.
She's on my phone case.
Nope. Nope. Not on your phone case.
Got it.
I need a drink, as always.
Share. Tweet.
Oh no.
What?
My last Coke. That's not good. I'm gonna put your Sprite in.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi. I'm just sharing, and Tony will be over here
Gotta grab my drink.
momentarily. Okay.
Hello.
I think I shared it.
What's up, Cindy? Hello, Maria. Hello, Robert. What's happening? Lisa, don't forget about Law and Order tonight.
Oh, I'll be asleep. I'll watch it tomorrow or Saturday.
She will be asleep.
I fall asleep by like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
She's an old badger.
But
She's old. But you did watch the first episode. You finally watched it.
Both.
Of both. How was the second? Not the second.
How was organized crime?
That's what I meant to say. The spin-off show.
Let me just say, well, it's hard to give an opinion on the spin-off show because right now it just continues the story from the SVU episode.
But we know that Elliot Stabler will only be in a couple episodes, not all through
so
Law
I
and
think
Order.
I can't give.
Well, not all through SVU.
Yeah, but I don't think I can give a fair judgment on organized crime until they're done with this little event. But let me just tell you that they really shook his world welcoming him back to SVU.
They shook his world?
Yeah.
World was shaken?
I can't say anything. I don't know if Katie watched it yet.
I don't know. I thought the spinoff wasn't bad. I think it has potential.
Yeah, but I mean, like, because it just continued from the SVU episode, like, I feel like I can't give a fair judgment to say, like, yes, I'm going to become a big fan of organized crime. Like, I'm liking it right now.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah. I don't know.
Shaken. They blew up his world.
They did. They blew up his world.
I didn't watch it because I'm not a big, like, SVU person. Like, I'll watch it. It's not a bad show. I'll watch it. But, like, I feel like I've seen every episode, like, 100 times a piece because...
Only seasons 1 through 12, though, because I stopped watching. I attempted to watch the first few episodes of season 13, and then I realized that it kind of sucked without Stabler. So I stopped watching it. But I don't know if my cousin watched it yet, because I texted her, and she did the same thing. She stopped watching after Stabler left, and then she was going to watch, she has it recorded, but she said she was going to text me when she watched it, and I haven't heard from her. So I don't want to give anything away, because I don't know if she's watching this or will watch this, and if she's watched that.
Well, they just say it's nice to have Stabler back.
Well, yeah, it is.
What about Munch?
Munch left.
I don't care. When's Munch coming back? I like him.
You have to realize, though, Stabler's been gone for 10 years.
So?
Munch, well, I don't know how long Munch has been gone because I stopped watching. But you could say the same thing about Kragen.
I don't care about Kragen. I want Munch.
You want Munch.
And I want Dr. Wong.
I don't know if he's still on, because
I don't even know.
The episode with Stabler, like, they didn't have a psychiatrist on there. So, like, I don't know if Dr. Wong's on there.
I don't know. Cindy asked, Lisa, how are you feeling?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Short and sweet. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Things are okay.
Yeah.
Or a bit of all right. Nothing crazy has been going on.
There.
Yeah, baby's in there.
Have started to feel baby move.
You felt flutters.
I felt flutters.
I have not.
The doctor confirmed, because I was like, I don't know if that was the baby I felt or just like the normal stomach flutters, but she explained like depending on where I felt it, it would have been the baby. It was baby.
It was a baby. We find out, well, I find out the sex, the gender of the baby come Wednesday. That's if the baby cooperates. You know, like,
Fully baby cool.
and not stubborn and lets daddy see what he is or she is.
I still think it's a boy.
You still think it's a boy?
I still refer to little one as little man.
So
You did too yesterday.
I did yesterday. And then, so we're going to make a video of the gender reveal, but we're going to do a video before I even find out, because we're going to do all those old wives' tales.
I'm kind of, I told Tony, I said, well, we had talked about this for a while, that we wanted to not necessarily film it, but like we just wanted to like test out all those old wives' tales and then, you know, find out the gender to see if these old wives' tales were true. So I said to Tony yesterday, I was like, I kind of want to do it though before he finds out, because I don't want his
Kind of
face.
see how accurate it is.
Yeah, and I don't want your face to give it away.
Yeah, because I would.
So like
I would have to wear a mask during everything, so
Yeah.
you couldn't see any facial expressions.
So we're gonna do that, but then the gender reveal video won't be out right away because
No, because we gotta.
Tony apparently has to order stuff after he finds out what we're having.
Yeah.
To do the gender reveal with me, and then we have to wait for my niece
To do it for the
family.
family.
To do it for the family up in PA. So I don't know how soon, like after we find out, well, after you find out that like my niece is gonna get everything together. Well, I know she apparently already bought the black balloons.
I think it's probably gonna be like that video of the gender reveal. In my opinion, I'm taking a guess. Will probably be uploaded for you all to see. I would probably imagine almost like 3 weeks, maybe after we find out, just until I get everything ordered.
Just until you tell me and my niece gets to tell everybody.
Yeah, because you can. I already figure as soon as I order something, I always give it at least a week till I get it. Then, you know, so it's already a week, and then I do it, and then have your oldest niece do it for the family. So
yeah,
I think it's going to be about
know,
3 weeks. So I do apologize.
I don't know when they're doing it.
I don't know.
So up in PA. So
we can't wait to know. Oh, it's going to be awesome. What's up from Altamont? What's up from here?
From here.
From home. All right, so let's just jump into this. We're not going to go over everything because there's been a lot of crazy news that's been going on in the theme park world right now. But some of it, it's kind of like fluff, as I call it. Like things that like, oh, it's news, but it's not really all that important. I like to just go over like the main key things that are important or that is just so funny that I like to poke fun at it. I don't know, something along those lines. So we're just going to go over the main key things that have been happening here at mainly Universal and Disney World. Now, there are some Disneyland things going on, but I don't live over there.
I don't live over there.
No, like there's obviously.
You got a gray hair in your beard.
Thank God for that. I like the gray hair and the beard.
It's right there.
Good. Keep it there. So we know, obviously, speaking of the Disneyland part, we know when it's opening back up. And they just announced that the Avengers Land, the Avengers area, is going to be opening June 10th, which I would love to see, actually. Because they have that whole Avengers set up, the Marvel world.
Where?
Over at Disneyland.
Oh.
Yeah. But we're not going to be going to that. You know. But that's pretty much really what's going on the Disneyland side. So there's a lot more coming over in the world side. Yeah. But these news are going to be like kind of back and forth between Universal and Disney. There are going to be a lot more Disney than Universal, obviously, for such reasons.
Lisa, do you feel tired yet?
I feel tired
every day.
I've been
tired throughout this entire thing.
How come nobody asked me if I'm tired? I'm tired.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
No, she's been tired a lot, obviously, and lack of caffeine too, because she shouldn't drink as much. So she
have one
drinks
coffee a
one
day.
coffee or one soda a day. She usually
No.
chooses.
I have a coffee and a caffeine-free soda.
But I'm saying like you'll have either a caffeine soda, depending if on your day off or something like that. If you don't get to a
'cause,
Starbucks,
like,
is what I'm getting at.
I don't always have a coffee if I'm off because
Yeah.
I'm hanging out.
And then, but you're trying those vitamin D to help with energy.
They claim. I don't
They claim
feel
it,
like
but
it's been doing anything
I don't
different.
think,
I just still
Lisa's
take
been-
it because I figure it's good for baby.
Yeah, but I don't think it's really helped her energy level. I don't think.
No, I still crash by 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah,
Being
she's
that
out.
I used to stay up till 11 o'clock midnight. And I
She's-
can't imagine doing that anymore.
She's catching flies by like 8:35
Depending on the night.
on the couch sideways. Just drool hang. I'm just kidding. All right, let's get into the news here. You have the list of everything, and if there are other things that is important to you from the news that we didn't cover, talk about it on here, and then we will discuss it with you as well. But we're just going to go over what we think are some keynotes, but we have something a little bit different.
The one that you forgot to put on the list.
That's fine.
Trader Sam.
Trader Sam is gone. Trader Sam is gone from the Jungle Cruise. That is very upsetting. However, it's expected because we kind of knew that the Jungle Cruise was going to be pretty much revamping their
Getting like
scenes.
a whole
new scene because of, we'll just say the times today. I guess I'll just say it that way. So Trader Sam is officially gone right now.
An update.
It does. I love the Jungle Cruise, but yeah, it definitely needs an update.
Yeah. I mean, forget about like the times. Like, everything's just old.
It is.
It needs to be updated.
It does.
But seeing that Trader Sam's going bye-bye is sad.
That is sad. We will be riding Jungle Cruise sometime next week because we like I said, if you just don't know, we rarely go to Magic Kingdom because it's like one of our least favorite park to travel to.
To travel to
To travel to is the key word. So we haven't done it yet, or obviously it just happened. So we'll be doing that next week for sure because we are on a staycation. Tomorrow's last day of work.
Yeah.
And then vacation. And we were staying at the Animal Kingdom Lodge
Woo-woo.
for a couple days, just having, I guess, what they call a baby moon.
This wasn't planned. We planned this before I got pregnant, though.
But how I'm like explaining it to people.
It turned into like a baby moon.
Yeah, and I was like, I think people call it a baby moon. And I was like, I don't understand what a baby moon is.
It's pretty much like your last trip together before baby comes.
And then they were like, it's kind of like a honeymoon, but for the baby. And I'm like, wait a minute, but like...
You're live.
Sorry about that. People keep calling all day today on my phone. But yeah, they were like, oh, it's kind of like a honeymoon. I was like, wait, but a honeymoon's after the wedding. So like, wouldn't a baby moon make more sense? Like, in their theory, like, to take the trip after the baby's born?
Well, no, because you can't sleep.
We can't, you can't sleep? Okay. You can't sleep. All right, so Trader Sam is gone. There'll be other things that will be gone slowly, I think, to keep the attraction going until they're ready to completely finalize everything that they want to do.
And then close it for refurbishment.
Close it for refurbishment. And then all the cast members will have to think of new puns to talk about.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it London Calling? It's London Calling. London Calling. Oh, I get it. Because I'm wearing a Clash t-shirt. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I like your style.
I like your style.
I like your style. Knuckles. Boom.
All right.
So Trader Sam is a big one. That one does suck. But I get it. And I think we all knew it was going to happen.
Excuse me.
Sucks.
Ooh, okay. July 8th. Disney is going to be hosting the National Spelling Bee.
Yeah, this is the first time that Disney is actually going to be doing this. They are hosting the National Spelling Bee at the Wide World of Sports. Disney has never done this. That's what they claimed in this article that I was reading. And I thought, they've never done this? And I was like, oh, well, you know, spelling bees. They're not all that popular, I don't think. Like, they're still a big deal, but I don't think they're all
I
popular
don't get
as,
excited to sit down and watch it. Although it is interesting how like these kids can
like,
just like write
spell ridiculous things.
imaginary right on their arms, use it in a sentence, and figure out the spelling of like words I've never heard of before.
It is pretty amazing, actually, but it's
Yeah.
nothing I'm like
But
willing
yeah, it's
about.
not something that I get all excited to watch.
I don't know. They didn't really go into detail if like they're gonna have spectators come and things like that, or if it's just gonna be the family and the media and that's just about it. I really don't know.
I don't
They didn't go
know.
too much into that detail.
Yeah, and I don't know how much, because again, I don't usually watch the National Spelling Bee. Like, I don't know how many spectators there usually are. Like, I'm sure like parents and family members, but it kind of reminds me of like a tennis match. Like, stuff is quiet. Like,
Yeah, they don't want you to speak.
yeah.
You don't want to distract the kids from
or
spelling.
cheer. So like, I don't know.
Like what could you win at a spelling bee?
I think you win money.
You win-
Maybe scholarships.
You think? Scholarships? Really? To spell a word?
I spell crazy words I've never heard of. I don't even know the definition.
But you
of
could win a
most of them.
scholarship for that?
I don't know. I'm guessing. I don't watch the spelling bee. I'm assuming you win money or scholarships. Why don't you look it up? Google.
I'm not Googling.
I'll Google. What do you win?
Do you win something? I'm sure you win something.
What is
Maybe you win like $500
first
in cash
place
prizes.
prize?
I don't know. But that's supposed to be July 8th, I believe that is. Wide World of Sports. I don't know. Would you guys be like excited about a spelling
Each
bee?
winner receives a $50,000 cash prize and an engraved trophy. There you go.
What's the cash
Oh wait,
prize?
that was from 2019. I don't know if that's still.
Well, we could use that as an example. So possibly a $50,000 cash prize, whatever that could be. Maybe a laptop
Cash
stuff.
prize, meaning cash.
Yeah.
They get $50,000 cash.
Doubtful. There's taxes on that. They ain't getting 50
I'm
grand.
telling you, they get cash.
But they ain't getting 50 grand.
As of the 2019 competition, the first place prize was raised to from 40,000 to 50,000. So that tells me that it's still 50,000 unless they changed it again. But I haven't seen anything since then.
I don't know.
That's a lot of money.
Hey, we are glad that you were able to pop on by. We just announced that July 8th, Disney World will be hosting their very first.
Not the first.
Not the first, but their very first time hosting it, the National Spelling Bee
And that's
at
what
the
I
Wide
was
World of
figuring out
Sports.
was the first place prize.
Woo woo.
$50,000 cash.
I don't know. That's not my thing. Last time I saw you was 2 years ago. The dude was has
Dude has
changed a lot. Who changed a lot?
I don't know. I think it's just spam.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Spammers,
that doesn't
love 'em.
really make any sense.
Next
Anyway,
news.
Um,
So Trader Sam is gone, and we got spelling bees.
Disney World is bringing back Smiles.
This is a big one, and I felt like I'll do this one in the middle of the news because I feel this is going to be the most controversial. And I could see both sides to this story. But Smiles are brought back as of today, technically last night, meaning you can now take your face mask off at Walt Disney World to take pictures. Your own selfies or a cast member taking photos for you. You are now allowed to 100% remove your mask just for a picture as long as you are stationary and distanced, socially distanced. And a lot of people on the Twitter world,
It turned into a war.
it was a war. And I was like, that Michael Jackson meme, like eating popcorn because I couldn't like look away, you know what I mean? Because it was just like, it was getting so interesting, but some of the comments were so out of control. But I understood so many different sides to this. And a lot of people, the consensus I feel like the overall of what people have said was they are happy about this, but they think it's still too soon.
I think people are happy about it because they can
They
finally get pictures with
over a year now. It's been over a
with
year
showing their whole face.
in front of the castle or
Yeah,
characters
but
or whatever.
I get where people are thinking it's too soon. I was talking to Tony about it though the other night. I was like, although people, and I'm kind of mixed emotions about whether or not it's too soon, not too soon, because it's just for pictures. It's not like they're talking about taking the mask off altogether. But eventually we do have to return to normal, where masks are going to be a thing of the past altogether. I'm not saying that now's the time for that, but this is a step in the direction of trying to eventually get things back to normal.
And I think that's like, and that was also the other big argument back and forth was it's too soon. And then the other side saying, well, the world has to go back to normal at some point and you have to start somewhere.
Well, and I
But
think
like, so
that's
it's like
why,
I understood both parts
yeah,
of this, you know?
I think, like, again, that's why they're trying it just with the whole pictures and saying, like, you have to be stationary. So we're not doing these as your ride pictures. Like, those, your masks are
Yeah,
still
masks
on.
are still completely
But,
on.
yeah, if you're doing little Disney photo pass and you feel comfortable taking your mask off, you're going to be allowed. And I think that's fine. And they're not going to force you to take your mask off. It's going to be up to you.
Yeah, you don't have to take your mask off for a photo if you don't want to. They're just giving you that option now.
I think it's a step in the right direction. Obviously, I think with any type of restriction being lifted or at least relaxed a little, you're going to have people that are going to, like, completely want to walk around without the mask, and I understand that that's going to cause some issues.
I think that's the other side people were saying too, is
that
like,
people are going to be like, well,
I could take it off for that, I'm just not going to wear it, I'll just keep it in my pocket.
Yeah, when I see a cast member, I'll just,
put it back on real quick. And I can see that happening.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen a lot of things happen at theme parks,
We'll see.
And so I would not be surprised if that happened or people tried that. But I think Lisa's right, and I think, it is a step in the right direction for the fact of having some normalcy back in the world, because every pandemic does have to come to an end. And there is no wrong answer to this, whether you think that it's too soon or not. It's on your comfort. And pretty much this pandemic, I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep, but I'm continuing. And I think this pandemic in itself has really become a personal thing to people, because it's your comfort level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not their comfort level. It's a very personal thing, So I'll leave it at that. If you come to the park, you have the option, depending on your, how comfortable you feel, to take your mask off or not while getting a picture taken.
So,
no wrong answers.
For the people that don't, I guess, that are feeling a little uncomfortable about it, I look at it this way. They make the announcements all the time that you are required to wear a mask except when eating or drinking while stationary. There's plenty of people that have snacks and drinks that they're not sitting at a restaurant or sitting at a table. And you're going to walk by them and you see them without a mask on, but you don't say anything because they're still following the rules. They're standing still, they're eating their snack. So I look at it as, if you can handle that, I think you should be able to handle seeing a party of, a family or whatever, getting their picture taken without a mask on. Not saying that you have to, but I guess because, again, they're saying you have to be stationary. So it's just kind of like an extension of the whole, unless you're eating or drinking while stationary.
Yeah, so I agree with that. And like I said, it's really just a personal preference to you. And there's no wrong answer whether you feel that, heck yeah, I'm going to do this, or heck no, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, there's no wrong answer to that. It's a very personal choice. It's, like I said, your comfort. But I would say, like, if you see that happen in the park and you see someone, pull their face mask down to take a picture and they're socially distanced and they're following, the new, I would say, like, don't, I would say don't talk bad. You know what I mean? Because I know a
Don't
lot of
look
people
down on
don't
them,
look
'cause
down
I'm just looking at it again.
because they're
If
just
they're-
as well. So I
Before
mean,
they brought in this rule, or this new rule, you could have walked by them when they were eating a snack, and you probably wouldn't have said anything because you understand that you can't eat with a mask on.
yeah.
So, as long as they're following the policy. I mean, I understand if someone's just blatantly walking around without the mask on, and yeah, that's gonna cause issues. So.
I know, and there's still people that do that. You know that I've seen things. You know, next. So that started today officially, but late last night there were pictures floating around of people in front of Cinderella's castle late at night last night. First time in over a year, pretty much how they stated it, captioned it, and I was like, that's cool. Like that's a new memory. You know what I mean? Being able to do that. Now you could speaking Disney World has said that Universal didn't come out and say anything.
No,
because I looked to that as well. I looked to the other theme parks.
I will say when Universal first reopened, that was what they were doing. You could do that at the time. That's what they were doing at the time. Like I remember we were at Universal when it first on opening day.
On reopening day. Yeah.
Reopening day.
Reopening.
And I think it was like Spider-Man was out, and we were allowed to, like, they told us, like, you can take your mask off to get your picture taken. And we, like, decided to leave the mask on because we were like, oh, this is going to be a memory, like,
yeah, we did it more for the memory thing to keep the mask.
And then we realized, like, soon after that's when they were like, no, you have to keep your mask on. And now it was like, oh, maybe we should have taken advantage of that.
I know, right? But I did look to the other theme parks in the Florida area. No other park has said anything about their relaxation of face masks or anything since Disney. I think maybe other theme parks are maybe seeing how this goes before they might do the same thing. So I expect if this goes well, I would see more theme parks, having the same rules. Like we said, Disney is the mecca here. Yeah. And a lot of theme parks follow suit. You know what I mean?
Except with the reopening.
Yeah, the reopening was different. Yeah, Universal took control of that whole thing.
And then everyone else followed suit.
Yeah, Universal took the reins on that one. But in a general sense, Disney.
Most times it's Disney that's first and everyone else follows suit.
Exactly. So I feel that's what's going to happen with this. I don't know, but we'll keep you posted if any of these other theme parks, SeaWorld, Universal, anything like that, say anything. You're outside, you should be okay. Yeah, I agree with that. And I could see later on if this works. My opinion.
Your opinion.
Tony predicts. If this goes well, with the whole face mask, all for the photos, say to give that a couple months. I could see, let's say October, that'd be a few months out. I could see them relaxing the mask even more to outside, not even wearing it, have to put it on in restaurants, queues, and on rides.
We'll see.
Because of you being close, like that, close to people. But I could see them eventually going, okay, if you're outside walking.
I mean, I don't know when it's going to happen, but
I don't know, but I predict.
That's going to be the projection.
I think that's the next step.
They're just going to keep slowly relaxing the mask rule until eventually it's going to be that you don't have to wear a mask at all.
Because you got to do things in phases. You know what I mean? This is the first phase, and if that works out, okay, what's the next phase? And I think that would be the outside thing. You can go maskless, except for inside restaurants or whatever.
They do that at Legoland. I think you're right. I kind of remember the president of Legoland saying he was not going to enforce a mask rule.
Something like
that. But you have to understand that Legoland is in a different county. Legoland is in Polk County, and Polk County has been laxed with
this whole pandemic.
Yeah, when it comes to masks, it's been very relaxed throughout the entire thing. It was always left up to each individual business. Polk County never had a curfew except when the entire state of Florida was placed under a curfew. So, yeah, Legoland's kind of been ahead on the whole mask thing. But you have to remember, too, Legoland's also not as big as Disney and Universal and SeaWorld. But yeah, I do think it comes into the fact that it's in a completely different county, and Polk County is very laxed when it comes to, like Tony said, with just the pandemic in general, it was always just kind of like each company can do what they want, but we're not going to mandate anything.
That's pretty much how that was. Do you have anything else to add to the new mask ruling at Disney World before we move on?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think we summed that up. Next.
There's a date at Universal.
We have a date at Universal, and the world has a date. Velocicoaster has an opening date.
Did I not tell you that it was going to be June?
I told you all. June.
No. You kept correcting me. They just said summer. I was the one that said it'll be June. And I had a feeling it would be around my birthday.
She's a liar.
Because that's what they did with Hagrid's.
She's a liar.
I am not a liar.
She's a liar.
And I was right. It's in June, and it's right around my birthday.
June 10th. Velocicoaster.
The day before my birthday.
Unfortunately, that's a Thursday, and if my schedule is always correct, I have to work that day, but should be off the next day. Either way, I am going to Universal within the first 3 days of that ride opening. And
I will not.
I am going to do it. Lisa is not, so I'm going to tell her all about it.
I'll be in PA.
Oh, that's right. I get a vacation from you. I forget about that.
You're going to be working that weekend. So, yeah, if anything, you would be off Friday.
Yes. If
you
my
would be
schedule
off my
is
birthday.
If my schedule is
continues with what it's been
doing. That always remains to be seen. But Velocicoaster, I'm really freaking excited about this. It just looks awesome. We saw testings that were done.
The wash.
Oh, okay, wash.
I want to make sure that it actually ran throughout the whole thing.
I'm sure it probably did.
It didn't the other day with my whitewash. It cut off again.
You need to put more load in that. I don't know. But it looks freaking awesome. They were doing testings every day. And let me tell you how amazing it looks. I mean, the sculptures of the raptors and everything that are there. The fact of like when you're walking the bridge, because they reopened that, refurbished an old bridge. What?
It still didn't do it.
Oh, we'll just, redo it.
I got a full thing of towels in here.
I don't know. Something when you put in the wash, because I don't have those problems.
Aren't you lucky?
Maybe it is lucky. Luck is for losers, Lisa. I'm the best in the world.
You can't blame it on the weight of the load, though, because that's a full thing of towels.
Lisa has problems with the washer.
I have a problem with the washer.
She has a problem with the washer. I really don't have these problems.
I don't know.
I
have issues with the washer.
Lisa has problems. I was just telling about how cool it looks with the Velocicoaster, especially when you're on that new reopened bridge, and how close it feels like you can go out and grab and touch.
Oh, I know.
My God.
Awesome.
It looks amazing.
I can't wait till September. I'm going to push the baby out, hand the baby to Tony, and I'm going to go ride Velocicoaster.
I see some people, quick comment, somebody asked about...
Do we think Mickey's Christmas party will happen this year? I don't know.
I think it is a good possibility. Maybe.
I think, okay, if they do Mickey's Not So Scary, they'll definitely do Mickey's Very Merry Christmas.
Now, I think people are still looking at Disney to be like, hey, are you announcing this Not So Scary Halloween, since Universal is going ahead with Halloween Horror Nights? Ever since Universal has stated they're doing Halloween Horror Nights, that was like a month ago, something like that. Disney has yet to make any announcement, but I think people are still looking towards Disney and be like, hey, Universal is doing this. Why aren't you? Make the announcement. I don't know. I think they're still seeing how everything goes here. I know they're keeping a close eye with like the CDC and, and the availability of the vaccines and everything.
Well, I think
they're basing a lot of it on this to see
their projection is what, by May the vaccine would be available to like 70% of the population or
CDC was saying
something like that
by Memorial. No, Dr. Fauci. I don't like read his stuff, but every now and then I'll like read a clip or an article or something, and he was expecting or projecting, I should say, if everything goes to plan and with more availability, he projects that it is possible that by Memorial Day we could be maskless.
I think
That will still.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't know. That's still
I don't
like
think
iffy.
we'll be maskless by Memorial Day.
He was going off a projection. I don't know. But
I mean,
no matter what the CDC says, it honestly comes down
it still will
to
come down to
these
each
states
individual
and
each individual
properties.
company.
Yeah.
I mean, a company has the right to make their own policies. Like some companies have their no shirt, no shoes, no service. They could easily add the no mask thing if the company itself isn't comfortable with lifting the mask.
And I think that's what a lot of people are looking at too, is when they say, "Oh, but the CDC said I don't have to wear a mask anymore." But you know, some of these places are private property, and you're a guest, and it's kind of their rules.
Even if it's not on private property, let's say you're at like the outlets, like each store still has their own policies. If you want to shop there, you gotta abide by their policies.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. June 10th, Velocicoaster. Somehow it really got off track on that.
This kind of goes into it, the same thing. Orange County mayor shares thoughts on when face mask mandate could end.
Okay, so this isn't theme park news. This is Orange County news. However, some people are looking at this news to the theme parks because obviously Disney World is in Orange County.
Disney World, SeaWorld, and Universal are all in Orange County.
So they're looking, when they hear the mayor of Orange County, he projected by June, Orange County could be maskless. He projects June,
but again,
with availability.
It's gonna fall on each individual company.
Exactly, and a lot of people are like, Orange County, Disney's Orange County. I don't have to wear a mask if Orange County doesn't have to. No.
No, that's just the mayor saying that. As the mayor of the county, I'm not going to enforce a mask rule, but each individual company can still enforce their own mask rule.
Now, these theme park companies, or just any company in Orange County, they could go along with it because they're allowed to, or they could be like, I think it's too soon. We're going to keep the mask policy. And they can. Yeah. You know, so pretty much Orange County, if they project and they say, let's say it's June right now, they say, all right, it's June, everything's fine. 70% of the population, you know, has the vaccine or whatever it may be. We can go maskless. It's pretty much a guideline, you know, in a sense.
They're more of a guideline.
They're more guidelines, so these companies can choose to follow it or not follow it. They have the option. It is at their willing at that point. So, if that happens, so I just wanted to bring that up and make that clear. You know what I mean?
Just because the mayor's, like, let's say mayor actually does come out, like, June 1st, all right, Orange County can go mask-free. Do not assume, though,
that you can go maskless everywhere in Orange County.
It's going to depend on each company.
And I just want to make that
each business
aware. You know what I mean? That's all. So that's the reason I put that in the news, just to clear that up a little bit.
Okay.
But yes, I think those theme parks will look at that and use that as a guideline and structure off of it. Yeah. You know, in phases. I think it'll all be in phases. Okay. I honestly don't think these theme parks are going to be like, okay, I'm sorry. I know I'm repeating myself, but I think I'm just trying to I don't know. I don't think a theme park will say, okay, next week we're 100% maskless. I think this is really going to be in phases.
You already said that.
But I think it really is. It's going to be phases.
I know you think that.
It's going to be phases.
I think they you think that.
They don't think that.
All right. Anyway.
Moving on.
Mardi Gras. It's been extended till May 2nd.
Mardi Gras is amazing at Universal Studios.
And well, this year they kind of turned it into like their own food and wine almost.
Yeah.
It's
first ever at Universal.
The Taste of Carnival.
Which is a like Lisa says, the food and wine.
It pretty much is. They have different countries around Universal Studios.
But it's all decorated in carnival type.
Well, it's their taste of carnival.
Yeah, carnival food.
So, yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool.
We only ate at one though so far.
But I thought it was really cool. So we stop at each individual one. We don't eat, but we look to see which each menu.
Let me just tell you, Germany.
Oh, Germany was awesome.
Which I'm assuming their taste of carnival was more like
a carnival.
That's what they say.
Carnival.
More like the taste of Oktoberfest. But I had their pretzel, and it was a spicy mustard cheese dip. Oh my gosh.
I can't remember.
That was amazing.
It wasn't as big as the one in Epcot, right? It was probably a little smaller.
The Bavarian pretzel at Universal was probably smaller than the Mickey pretzel.
No, was it?
It wasn't huge. It might have been the same size as the Mickey pretzel, but it was not like the Bavarian pretzel that you get in Germany at Epcot, where it's like bigger than your face.
Yeah.
But.
Oh yeah, it was like this spicy beer broth, cheesy mustard thing was awesome. I had the vegan bratwurst. Lisa couldn't try it because it had beer braised onions on it, and obviously being pregnant.
And he even said when he took a bite, he goes, "Yeah, you can really taste the beer in this."
Yeah, like it was cooked off, but you could taste still the alcohol was coming through on it a little bit. But that thing was awesome, and it was a decent size for the price.
But there's a bunch of like the different ones I wanted to try. We wanted to get, what was it? No, not gumbo. It was jambalaya. Mm-hmm. But then they all had andouille sausage, even the seafood one.
Yeah, there's a couple more I want to try.
I still want the twisted tater is like their normal.
That's like almost all year
they
now.
They have that every year for Mardi Gras, but I've never had it.
They have it for Halloween Horror Nights too. They do it.
But and I get that it's pretty much just a French fry, but I like my French fries, so I still want to get me my twisted tater
with some seasoning on it.
Some seasoning.
Yeah, but that's really exciting because Mardi Gras is a good time, and Magic Candle Company from Disney. These things here.
Which that one's Disney.
This one's Disney. Yeah, we have a lot of Magic Candle Company. This is Banshee's Flight from Flight of Passage. Dude, it smells
but Magic
like 99%.
Candle Company had like what?
Are working with Universal now.
Yeah, 5 or 6 candles at the whatchamacallit
The tribute store?
Tribute store. All for Mardi Gras.
Yeah, and we bought one.
We bought the banana rum.
But they had some other ones that weren't that good, and I was kind of disappointed from Magic Company.
There was that one that it literally smelled like Barbasol.
Oh yeah, they was
from a barbershop, which I think it was.
I think it was actually called Barbershop.
It was called like Barbershop or whatever, and I was like, it literally smells like Barbasol.
But there was one floral one I really liked. I can't remember what that one was.
Yeah, I think that might have. Was that the French Quarter one?
Might have been.
I don't know,
but it was exciting that I was seeing Magic Candle Company products at Universal. Granted, they do Universal scents on their website, but it's not a lot. It's like 3?
E.T., Butterbeer.
That actually. Oh, and Halloween Horror Nights, because I was joking
you're
around.
Always curious as to what that.
I was like, what does that smell like? Fog?
Blood.
Like, what is that gonna smell like? So now they're doing a lot more. So that's really cool for that company to actually, because they're still a small company.
Yeah. But when we talked with the team member at Universal, she said she wasn't sure if this was something that
was just for
Mardi Gras. If this was something that was going to continue for each thing. So Halloween Horror Nights, are they going to have several come out? She had no idea.
Yeah, we did definitely ask on that. Ugh. So it was actually, it worked out because in a sense it was cheaper buying it at Universal than on Magic Candle Company's website, because you still got your annual pass discount.
Our pass holder discount.
And I didn't have to pay for shipping. So it technically actually was cheaper.
The banana rum pretty much smells like banana.
Yeah, smells like banana rum.
I don't smell the rum. I smell banana.
I don't know. I'd have to smell it again.
Anyway.
Anywho, but exciting. Mardi Gras continuing.
The last one we have is that we have the first man ever that ran from Disneyland to Disney World.
We have our own little Forrest Gump running around.
Yeah, that's what. When I read it, Tony's like, we got our own little Forrest Gump.
He just felt like running. He was running.
I wonder when he got to Walt Disney World if he just stopped and he goes, I think I'm gonna go home now.
I'm pretty tired.
I think I'll go home.
But yeah, he ran.
He ran. He literally ran it.
I don't know. It didn't state like how long it took or anything. Not that I remember.
I'm sure though he was probably like Forrest, you know. When he got tired, he slept.
He slept.
When he got hungry, he ate.
And when he had to go,
You know,
I went.
he went.
Dude, that'd be amazing if that's like what actually happened. I hope it did.
Did someone stop him though because they needed a t-shirt idea?
Right? Or like everybody stop him. Are you doing this for world peace? Are you doing this for this? I just felt like running.
That's where the whole smiley face thing came into.
Yeah. And the sticker. And the sticker. Oh man, you just stepped in a big pile of shit. It happens. What? Shit? Sometimes. And then that's the sticker. That nice young man made a lot of money off that sticker. Sorry. We could quote Forrest Gump forever.
We watched Forrest Gump just the other week.
Because I bought it on 4K.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty good on 4K. UHD.
You watched Forrest?
Yeah, because
And Jenny.
And Jenny, yeah.
Jenny.
But that was pretty amazing. That's not really like theme park news, but it kind of is because like, dude, the dude literally ran from California
Disney
to here.
To Disney Park. He has become the modern day Forrest
He's a modern Forrest Gump. It's a true story. I wonder if his beard grew.
How many times did he cross the Mississippi? Although he only did it once. Remember, Forrest did it like multiple times because he crossed the Mississippi River like how many times?
Oh, before he
finally decided it was time to go home.
I wonder if he was kind of like Forrest too. Where he's like, well, you know, I just wanted to run, so I ran to this place, and well, I figured I made it this far. I might as well just
keep going.
We'll run here. Well, since I made it there, I might as well just run to the other state. I wonder if he had that mentality.
Or if he had this all planned, that I'm gonna just run from Disneyland to Walt Disney World.
That's a freaking, oh my God. That's a 2-week drive. Well, if you stop at places and do touristy things.
It's not like a 2-week drive just to drive it.
No, it's not. But, you know, it could take 2 weeks because of stopping at all these sightseeing places like all over. But my God, how long do you think that run would be if you had to guess?
Well,
I don't think they said.
Okay, let's say from here to where we lived in PA was like a 16-hour drive? And from here to California is longer than that.
Obviously.
So driving is probably like, I'm gonna look at
what would you say? 5 months?
30. It's probably like a 36-hour drive. And you have to put in that this guy ran, so obviously it's way longer than 36 hours. You have to build in time for sleeping, eating, and bathroom breaks.
Months? Months? 3 months?
Doesn't it take people months to do the whole Appalachian Trail?
I think so.
Granted, that's like hiking and you're going
up and down, and you're not running. You're going at a walking pace.
Well, and you're crawling over stuff. But still, like that takes faster. Months.
So 3-ish months?
That's still a shorter distance, so.
I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. But that's all the news. Did the article
say how long it took him?
I didn't see anything about that.
I didn't read the full article.
No, because people were just doing little pieces.
How long? I'm Googling.
You're going to Google?
Google is my friend.
Google is your friend. Well, that's it for us. That was the news. Was there anything else that we may have missed that's of importance? I don't know.
Wow, I can't spell.
You can't spell for nothing. But I'm excited. Tomorrow's the last day of work till staycation. We are staying at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, so we will have plenty of videos planned out. So you'll be seeing some grounds and rooms tour at the Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Man. Let's see if this.
We will be having some Disney dining reviews coming out. He
ran 2,761 miles, taking him across 8 different states Okay, mouse to mouse run. But how long did it take?
Exactly. I didn't see anything about how long it actually took.
Oh, the whole reason he did it,
He just felt like running?
no, he wanted every single person with type 1 diabetes to see that we can still dream big despite the very real 24/7 challenges and risks involved in balancing insulin, blood glucose, food, and activity. Interesting.
That's
It
a good
began
one.
back in February of 2020.
Okay, so he started
So-
then.
It doesn't say the exact date in February, but you're still looking at 2 months.
So we'll say February 1st. Maybe it was one of those like I don't know. So maybe 2 months. So
March. Oh, because we're talking about 2020. Oh, okay. Remember, this was broken up.
oh, he did it, broke it up?
2020's last year.
Oh yeah, duh.
We're in 2021. So on March 24th is when he had to take a break because of the pandemic. And then September's where he picked it up again. So it's kind of hard to say how long it took him because he didn't do it.
It wasn't continuous.
He made it to Florida on March 27th. He reportedly runs 32 miles per day from sunrise to sunset.
32 miles a day.
Sunrise to sunset.
Wow.
So, okay, it's kind of a rough estimate as to how long it took him. So it took him, let's say, he ran for a month. Well, you could still say almost 2 months, depending on when he started in February. Then he had to stop because of the pandemic. He started back up in, what did I say, September, and didn't finish till March. So that's still like 6 months.
6 months of running.
Just from when he picked back up. So let's say 6 to 8 months it took him.
At 32 miles a day.
32 miles a day running from sun up to sundown.
I like
Now up. is
feel like
down.
I'm dying after 1 mile. I don't know, but that's awesome. Congratulations to that dude for doing that and doing it for a good cause as well. All right, guys, I think that we're gonna call it. It's getting close to Lisa's comfort level for getting ready to nest and sleep.
Comfort level?
Yeah, you know, like that relaxing on the recliner and being like, I'm just getting comfy.
Watching the middle.
Watching the middle, that's what we've been watching. And yeah, so get ready for some good videos I think are going to be coming up. Like I said, we're going to be doing some old wives' tales.
Wives' tale, guessing of the gender.
Guessing of the gender. The Animal Kingdom Lodge we'll be staying at, so you'll get plenty of room tours. We're going to be eating somewhere, so a dining review.
You
we
have
still
at least
have
2 more of the Pregnant at Disney World.
yeah, we have 2 more episodes of that.
Of
I think
the rides.
well, maybe
it might
it's gonna probably be 3.
2 more episodes, but Magic Kingdom may have to
Go into 2
go
or 3
into
parts.
multiple
'Cause
videos.
There's going to be a lot that you could do. And some other things that will be going on. And obviously, you have to look forward to the gender reveal when that comes.
I just want to know
I
if
find
I'm
out.
right, if little man is little man or not.
That's what you refer to it as, Bubba, little man.
Bubba, little man.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Tomorrow's Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. Enjoy it. Have a great weekend. We will see you. Oh, and we'll be doing a warehouse video you can expect in there as well. We'll see you next time, guys. Have a good night. Vlog.